welcome back. It's Melanie, your She Shed Scrapper. So today we are going to be doing another 12 by 12 layout. It's actually a 2-page layout using just this 6x6 sheet of paper. It's by Pink Paisley. I bought it on clearance from Joann's quite a while ago. And it's the only thing I have from the collection, so I haven't really used it. But my last 6x6 process video went over quite well, so I figured I would do another one. So I am just picking out 8 sheets of paper. I'm going to be doing a layout, kind of scrap lifting it. I think I saw it on Instagram maybe. So I am just picking out these 8 papers that kind of go together. And when I have those done, I am going to actually be cutting 1 inch off 2 of the sides. So technically, I guess 1/2 inch off each side. Because when you see how I have them laid down, I do want some of the background paper to stick or pop through. So I am going to be cutting them 1 inch off each side, but then I am going to be cutting them into triangles again. So it is going to be different from the last layout I did, but I am going to be using the papers in triangles again. So I cut these 2 to show you how I did it, but then I skip ahead because every one is the same process. And at first I thought I wanted the white background, but then some of the papers that I chose have a white background, and so I didn't want them to kind of blend into the background, so I chose this gray color. And so what I'm going to be doing is aligning the papers back into squares using the triangles. So there's a couple of them, like that map, I needed a certain way just because it has words on it and I didn't want the words upside down or sideways. And then the triangle one at top 2, the top right paper, kind of the same thing. The triangles went a certain way, and so I wanted to keep that there. And then I just mix the other ones in just like that, and then I try to kind of move them around so they're even, top to bottom spaces are even, and then I tried to make it so the spaces in between the squares were even as well. And once I kind of got them where I wanted it, I just glue those down. And again, I cut that out too because quite honestly, it took a little bit to glue them down and you don't really need to watch that process. If you are interested, I used my ATG gun, that pink tape gun right there, and taped all those triangles down. And then I decided I wanted to mat the picture with just a white paper to make it kind of stand out a little bit more up off those inside triangles, because I am kind of going to center the picture there. And at first when I started the layout, I thought it was just going to be a single page process video, but then I decided in the middle of it that I had an idea to use the scraps from the triangles, the 1-inch pieces. And so I actually came up with a 2-page layout, which I'm quite excited about, considering it was just the 6x6 pad that I had. So like I said, it was the only piece of the collection that I had. So I have all these like traveling stickers that I've just kind of been keeping in a pile because I am doing a big vacation, and so that way I don't have to keep searching for them. So they kind of just stick in a pile, and probably will be there because I have the boys' pictures to scrapbook as well. So again, just trying to find kind of a title in all of these stickers, and I really like that Tennessee sticker at the top. So you'll see me get that out, and I think it looks good because the top right paper is, on the whiter side. So you know, it's not too busy. And then I like it because the sticker actually has a green background, which I thought accented the green plaid paper there quite well. So since I went through all of those, I didn't find any more like embellishments that I really liked. So I had to go through and find more adventure and outdoorsy stickers and embellishments. So I think I finally came across, I had gotten from the Echo Park warehouse sale some chipboard stickers, and I must be searching for them. Sorry, right here. I thought I cut most of the dead space out. Sorry about that. So I've got these from the Echo Park warehouse sale, and so I thought the colors matched pretty well. A lot of the phrase stickers are about camping, but there was one that I think said the great outdoors, and then there's that hiking boot there. And since we're in the mountains, I thought that was appropriate. But on the phrase stickers here, there's a nice green, the great outdoors phrase. And initially I wanted it down by the hiking boots, but I thought it looked really cute as part of the title, because there are a lot of great outdoors in Tennessee, that's for sure. That is one place, one vacation that I definitely want to repeat. So with those phrase stickers, I use my tacky glue or my sticky glue to get those to stick down, just because they're not the greatest stickers. The chipboard aren't. And then here there's some chipboard stars on there too. And again, I just thought the colors looked well with the papers that are down. So again, just using the glue there just to make sure that they stay, and so I didn't have to keep gluing them down. And I think that pretty much completes the first layout, or the first half of the layout. I do grab some enamel dots, and I will place a couple of those. They are the same, from the same collection as the chipboard. I don't have it in front of me, to be honest, so I don't remember, and I didn't look. I think it's Summer Awaits or Summer Adventure from Echo Park. So, and to be quite honest, I am in my breezeway doing this voiceover because I am home watching the kids by myself. My husband's working today, and so I wanted to get this video up for you guys. So I am trying to find the only quiet place in the house right now. So yeah, that completed the first half of the layout, and then I have these 3 pictures for the second half of the layout. So you can see me kind of mess with the placement of the pictures, and that lower left-hand picture does have my sister and brother-in-law in the chairlift right behind me. So I knew I didn't want to cover that up because that's kind of why I took that selfie. So that is why that one is placed to the left. And then I just grabbed the triangle scraps that I had and decided to put them in the top corners just to kind of complete, I guess, the kind of triangle look. And then I decided I need to probably back the pictures first. Again, I'm sorry, I thought I cut a bunch of that dead timing out, so sorry for that. I will just keep trying to come up with things to talk about. But I'm just gonna glue those down, and then I've had this orange piece of cardstock hanging around because it's matched quite a few of the layouts that I've done recently, the outdoorsy ones, and I haven't actually used it yet. So you can see right there, I grabbed that to back the bottom pictures. And like I was saying, the pictures are placed strategically because of the chairlift. And once I taped this one down, I realized that, oh crap, that's supposed to be on the other side. So you can see my sister and brother-in-law. So I have to rip that up and then, replace the pictures. and I decided I didn't want any space in between the pictures. So I do have those sitting right next to each other, kind of to save space on the right and the left side. You'll see kind of how I do the layout, and I want to make sure that there was enough space left for me to kind of complete the layout. So that is going to go down towards the bottom, and then I wanted a different color to back the top picture. So I found I think it's the DCWV, die cuts with a V, paper pad. Sorry, kind of thinking to myself there too. There we go. The double-sided papers there. And found this really neat blue. It matches really good with the blue right there at the top. And while I was cutting it, this paper really cuts nicely. Some of the paper, you know, you can kind of see the cut marks, or like paper that didn't get cut all the way, but this paper really cut nicely. I remember sliding, you know, with my cutter here and thinking, man, I like this paper. So like I said, I wanted to do different colors, and then I am going to place the picture at the top and glue them down so I can get going with the rest of the layout. And I did just glue the middle of the pictures because I need the edges up off the paper so I can sneak some other papers kind of behind. So that's how I did that. A lot of times I kind of have an afterthought, like, oh shoot, you know, I glued it right towards the edge and I shouldn't have, but I had the idea in mind of what I was going to do with the scraps. So I just left the edges up off the paper and no tape along them. And then I grabbed those 1-inch pieces off of the initial squares of the 6x6 sheet, and I am going to kind of just line them up. So some of them have the serrated, I don't think is the right word, kind of the bumpy edges from ripping it out of the pad. So some of them are kind of layered, while others are just flush against each other. I just wanted to hide that like bumpy edge. So you'll see me get my T-square out just to make sure everything's level. Or maybe not, because once I placed everything down, I actually cut it out so you guys didn't have to watch me tape everything down. I got everything lined up and then, you know, decided you didn't need to watch the whole process. So there's the final product, and I just did it, you know, across the whole page. So they are all the scraps. And yeah, just made it sure that they kind of lined up. And then I grabbed my Alpha stickers out. As you could see, they were laying on the desk. And then I remembered I had my bracelet from Anarchista. That's where this was. So instead of making a title with Alpha stickers, I decided just to use the bracelet instead. Like I said, I brought a couple things home from the trip, and kept them kind of in case I wanted to incorporate them into a scrapbook layout, and I'm really glad that I did. I like how that looks there. And then what I did, I grabbed the Happy Trails chipboard and the ephemera by Simple Stories, and I have those. I just layered those right there, and once I glue those down, that is the end of the layout. So the papers are busy enough. I didn't want to really crowd it with too many embellishments. So that kind of completes the 2-page layout, and I appreciate you guys watching and subscribing to my channel. If you want to like or comment, I appreciate that, and we will see you next time. Thanks, guys.